everybody, Rick from Guitar Hangar. Today I am noodling on a 2008 Gibson Studio with a 50's neck, Les Paul Studio. Real pretty guitar, gold hardware. This is a color called Fireburst, I believe, which I don't think they do anymore. This was like a little kind of a run they did. Again, this is a 2008 guitar. I sold this to a good friend of mine that fell in love with another Les Paul I got in with a plus top, a Les Paul Standard plus top that he had to have. So he brought this back to me. I don't think he played it for 5 minutes, to be honest with you. He's you know, a real meticulous guy, and just the guitar is as clean as they come. Actually there's one little tiny mark right here that that I remember. I remember right after he got it, he bumped into something with it, and I touched it up for him. It's like the size of the tip of a pencil or something, just right here on the corner. But so just in the spirit of full disclosure, it does have a little tiny mark right here that I touched up. So Les Pauls are, you know, 24.5-inch scale. The difference between, you know, one question I always get asked is what's the difference between a studio and a standard? And really there's very little difference. The studio has a couple of things that they've just scaled back from the standard that are purely cosmetic. Binding on the body, binding on the neck, a sticker instead of an inlay on the headstock. Shy of that, this is a Les Paul Standard. These even, you know, this particular one even has a hardshell case. Gibson basically, they're trying to hit a price point. So how do we make a Les Paul Standard cheaper so that somebody that doesn't have $2,000 can still buy a real Les Paul? So they had to, you know, come up with you know, how to cut back on a couple of things. Like I said, binding, cosmetic things that don't really make or break a guitar. Just, you know, nice to see, you know, a white line around the guitar, but it doesn't really change the sound of it. Other than that, same kind of, you know, same pickup, same woods, maple top, mahogany back, mahogany neck. Like I said, this one is kind of dressed up because it does have the gold hardware. So there you go. It's if you don't have the budget to buy a you know, a Les Paul Standard or a custom, something up around the food chain, but you still want a real Gibson Les Paul, the Studio is the model. Still sounds like a Les Paul. '2008 Gibson Les Paul Studio.